I'm Dillon. Today I want to tell you a story about Hansel and Gretel. Once upon a time, in a small house near the forest, lived a poor woodcutter, his wife, and his two children, Hansel and Gretel. The family was very poor. One night, the stepmother whispered to the father, "We don't have enough food. Tomorrow we must leave the children in the forest." The father was sad, but he agreed. Hansel and Gretel overheard the plan, and Gretel was crying. "Oh no, Hansel, what will we do?" But Hansel whispered, "Don't worry, I have an idea." That night, Hansel collected the shiny white pebbles and put them in his pocket. The next morning, the parents took the children deep into the forest. As they walked, Hansel dropped the pebbles one by one and making a little trail. After the parent left them, Gretel was crying again. "Oh no, we are lost." But Hansel smiled. "No, look, the moon is shining on the white pebbles. Let's follow them." And yes, they returned home safely. But the stepmother was angry. Again, she forced the father to take the children into the forest. This time, Hansel wanted to collect pebbles again, but the door was locked. "Oh my god, the door was locked. I cannot open it." He could only take some bread in his pocket. As they walked, Hansel dropped a little pieces of bread. But when they went to follow the trail back, the bread was gone. Earth had eaten it all. They walked deeper and deeper until they found something amazing. A house made of candy, chocolate, and cakes. And that time Gretel said, "Wow, let's eat." They start biting the walls heavily. Suddenly, an old woman came out. She smiled sweetly. "Come inside, children. You must be hungry." They didn't know she was a wicked witch. The witch trapped Hansel in a cage, and she said, "I will fatten you up and eat you." She forced Gretel to do all the housework. Every day, the witch checks Hansel's fingers to see if he fed enough. But clever Hansel gave her a tin pawn instead because her eyes were weak. She thought Hansel was still skinny. One day, the witch became impatient and she told Gretel, "Heat up the oven, I will cook your brother today." But Hansel pretended to understand. She said, "How do I check if the oven is hot?" The witch said, "Like this, silly girl," and put her head inside. Quickly, Gretel pushed her in and slammed the door. And the witch screamed, "Ah!" But she was gone forever. This time, Gretel freed Hansel from the cage, and They found something very, very amazing. A box of treasure in the witch house. With gold and jewels in their hand, they ran back home. Their father was waiting, crying, and regretting what he had done. When he saw his children, he hugged them tightly and he said, "Oh, my child, I'm terribly sorry. I deeply regret what I have done. I'm terribly sorry. Please forgive me." Then Hansel said, "Don't worry, Dad. We can return home because we work together." At the same time, a weak stepmother disappeared. From then on, Hansel, Gretel, and their father lived happily ever after and never hungry again. So, what can we learn from this story? First, teamwork is very important. Hansel and Gretel could survive because they work together. Second, goodness will always win over evil. Even though the witch was powerful and cruel, Hansel and Gretel's courage and kindness made them free. That's why let's always help one another and believe that kindness will always win. Thank you for listening my story. I hope all of you enjoy this story and I sorry if I had a mistake. So see you later guys.